I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You're listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey got a radio show. This one today, I want to share with you, is for all of us. And here it is. There is a solution to all of your problems and situations. If you don't know what your next move is, that's a go. I don't care what it is. If the relationship you're in is all wrong and you don't know how to get out of it, it doesn't matter. There's a solution to all your problems and situations. That solution to all your problems, that way to make all your dreams come true, the way around a lot of this and the weakness that you feel at times is prayer. Prayer, a connection with your Creator. Could that be the thing that's missing in your life? I'm just asking. Because whenever I get a little bit off track, all I got to do is think just a moment, Steve. Have you been praying, man? Have you been connecting with your Creator? I know you're busy, man. I know you're busy. And I know at the end of the day, you're done. You're done. And sometimes crawling into bed is all you can manage to do. I've said this. It happened to me last night. Again, I did all of this. But when I look and when I see things not moving, or I don't feel like things are going in the right direction, or I have a sense of being stagnant, all I got to do is retrace it. Because I'm working. There's no doubt about that I'm working. But am I staying connected? Am I using that weapon that's available to all of us? Am I praying? And the answer is usually no. And so I know, okay, man, I'm getting off track here. Because, see, let me tell you something, man. The reason I constantly talk to God is because life constantly changes. People who said they was going to do something for you one day have changed their mind the next. Somebody you thought was going to show up that day called in late, had an accident, and couldn't make it. That changes the parameters of everything. The meeting you had set up that had to be canceled because somebody was ill, that changes the parameters, the time frame of everything, because it's all connected. So if I don't stay in constant prayer and stay connected to the Creator, when these things happen, I've not put in my bid. I've not talked to Him about how to handle it, or I'm just not aware of it and what to do next. And the next thing you know, it becomes a little stagnant. That has happened to me. I got to get back. Because prayer is the solution to all of my problems and situations. I have found that to be the case. Now, the only reason I'm telling it to you is because I know if you anything like me / human being, that there are times that you feel anxious. There's moments of desperation. You have moments of uncertainty. There are times when you feel like you've lost your way, or your purpose is a little blurred. You're not sure anymore. Or you don't know what your next move is, or the relationship you in, or the relationships you dabbling in, they just all wrong for you. Man, there is a solution to all your problems and situations, and it's prayer. If you're suffering from any of the things I just listed, or any other thing you could think of, just check your prayer. What has your prayer been lately about it? And this is for everybody. I often find when I get that disconnection, man, my prayer done slipped off. I start feeling a little bit less, so I got to jump back on it. I'm just offering you a solution to it, man. And I'm giving you a solution that works 1,000% for sure. See, I ain't guessing at this one. I'm telling you what has happened in my life, how I did it, and it'll do for you. God is filled with mercy and grace. He knows we all messed up. He knows all of us have done some jacked up things that don't nobody know about. He know all about our past, man. He know all of that. But he is so full of grace and mercy, so full of 55th chances. But you know the thing about your life, though, and the thing I had to come to terms with, and the reason I don't let the reason I don't let my past bury me, the reason I don't let my past define me, is because my past, I found out, were just the ingredients needed for me to make this cake I'm eating now. My past is just my ingredients. See, you don't get rid of your past. They ain't going nowhere. They are the ingredients. But when you put them with something else, they look better. They taste better. It is better. All of our past are just the ingredients that have become the cake we eating now. Now, if you don't like the way your cake tastes, then you got to start putting some other ingredients in there. Just because you started off and your cake was messed up don't mean you can't straighten out the flavor of your cake. You got to put some different ingredients in there. So let's say your cake is trifling tasted. It's bitter. Your cake is bitter. Well, you got to dilute the bitterness. You got to put some more goodness in there. So you got to put some goodness ingredients to take away the taste of the bitterness. So you got to put some different ingredients in there. You got to start living your life a little more kindly, a little more thoughtful, a little more sharing, a little more caring. And then after a while, man, those new ingredients combined with that bitter, it starts overshadowing the bitter taste because the bitter taste is further behind you now. See, something that happened to you 12, 15, 30, 25, 16 years ago ain't got to be the flavor that's in your mouth now unless you let it be. It's the ingredients, man. If you sick of the way your cake tastes, then change your ingredients. Put something else in your cake mix so you can get a better taste. If you don't like the way your life tastes, pray. I've been hearing my mama say it for years. Boy, prayer changes things. My mama used to say it to me all the time. I say it to my TV audiences when they come see me on the talk show. Before I walk off stage, I tell them these words my mother said. My mother used to always tell me this, and it's bailed me out, and it might do the same thing for you. I said, whenever I get in trouble, I hear her words. She said, son, don't forget to pray. Don't be ashamed to pray, and don't be too proud to pray, because prayer changes things. And you better believe something, it 100% sure do.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
911, what's your emergency?
He shot her. Oh my God.
It's a nightmare we could never have imagined.
And a killer who is still on the loose.
My small town rocked by murder.
There are certain murders I'm scared to discuss.
In the 1980s, we're in high school losing friends, teachers, and community members. One after another for a decade.
We weren't safe anywhere.
We're teenagers terrified to leave our own homes. Would we be next? Who is killing all the kids? And why?
In that moment, I saw rage.
And why do some want the town's secrets to stay dead and buried forever?
I'm not sure why you're digging up all this old stuff again, but I'd be careful. Don't say I didn't warn you, Nancy.
Listen to The Murder Years on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back. The Steve Harvey Morning Show, live in full effect. Hey, man, ever grateful today. Grateful for all things, grateful for the good times, the bad times. If you're out there struggling with anything, just know this too shall pass. Man, oh man, oh man. And I know it lasts longer than you want it to. I know you be up in it longer and thicker and harder than you think is necessary. But God got a plan for you. Everything you're going through is God preparing you for what you asked for. I know that's hard to understand sometimes, but it is true. You just got to keep trusting and you got to keep believing. Keep the faith up, keep your head up, and keep looking to God. Because really, man, sometimes that's all you got. But then sometimes He allowed things to happen to you so you can come to that realization. Because he know who you are and he know whose you are. If you a believer and you believe in him, he got ways of helping you believe better, more. He got ways. And yeah, ain't no need of you getting mad about it. Because can I tell you something? When I was homeless, I had enough of that. And I told him, I said, God, whatever lesson you trying to teach me, I got it. Yeah, I know you do. I'm just gonna make sure. You know, after 6 months, I was tapped out. 1 year, I hit the 1 year mark and went, I don't know what this about, but I got 2 years. I was looking at him crazy there. Hey, God, what's happening here? 2.5 years. Have you heard me? I said I got it. He must have said, who you hollering at?
No. You know how our parents do.
Who you hollering at? Who you think you talking to?
Mm-hmm.
You know who I am? Okay, you must have forgot. A little longer.
Oh, wow.
After a little bit more than 3 years, got somewhere to stay now.
Yeah, you
First apartment, $185 a month. I paid late fees every month.
And you just got out of being homeless.
Dog. And that $185 a month was killing me. Woo! Next apartment after I paid $185, the next apartment I paid $215 a month.
Oh wow! Was it
$215 a month? All this was in the early 90s. Yeah.
Where was you at, huh? Were you in Dallas?
Yeah, I was in Texas. My first apartment was in Texas.
How much again, huh?
$185.
Was it a studio?
It wasn't nothing.
Nothing.
When you walked in, there it was, everything. But it was mine, though. And the key to it, though, it had a door on it. I had a lock. I had a refrigerator. A small stove, and my own damn bathroom. Woo!
And shelter. Grateful.
Boy.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. I slept on the floor on a pallet that I made with some blankets that I had. Well, I had stole them, but I had them. And anyway, we'll be back with more. Shirley, go ahead.
Yeah, you're right. We will be back. Coming up at 32 minutes after the hour, we got the nephew and Run That Prank back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for the nephew to run that prank back. Nephew, what you got today?
This goes out to the cheerleaders. You know, this right here is bottom of the pyramid. So all you cheer moms out there, all you beautiful cheerleaders across the country, this is for you all. Bottom of the pyramid, all right? Bottom of the pyramid. Cat dog, if you would.
Hello?
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 Yeah, can you hear me? I'm trying to reach Angela. Angela.
Hang on just a second. Let me turn it down. Okay, hi. Who are you trying to reach?
I'm trying to reach Angela. Is this Angela?
Oh, yeah, this she.
Hi, Angela. This is Chip. I'm the new camp director for the cheerleading camp for this summer.
Oh, hi, Chip. What can I do for you?
Just wanted to give you a courtesy call. Your daughter, you got her signed up for 4 weeks with the camp, right?
Yep, for June.
Okay.
Yep.
This is you guys' 3rd year being a part of the camp?
Yep, and she's really excited. She loves coming to the camp, and we think it's a great thing for her to be involved in. What's up?
Okay, you guys just finished the whole cheerleading season, too. Am I right? The competition season?
Yes, just coming off of that.
Right. Okay. Well, we're getting ready for the summer, and everybody's excited about coming out and being a part of what's going on. So here's what I wanted to give you a little bit. Like I said, I'm the new camp director. I was just starting this job. I got a few notes that were given to me about. So I wanted to give you a call and see if I could talk to you about it.
A few notes given to you about.
Yeah, just a couple notes. I don't think it's anything that we can't make sure is okay.
What kind of notes?
Well, it's been brought to my attention that some of the parents whose daughters are out there as well, they're going to be there this summer, are a little concerned about her being on top of the pyramid, that she's is a little heavy. Should she?
Wait. Hold. You calling me about some other parents and said about how big my child is or how much my child weighs? Is that what you're calling me about?
What I wanted to let you know is we're going to put as a base, or we're going to put her as a...
Oh, no, you ain't finna put no base. I done already paid my money. And what you say your name is, Chip? And how long have you been the director? Because I was just up there 2 weeks ago, and they told me that she was going to be in the same position that she was last year because that is what worked. That's the formation that worked. So I don't even know what you're talking about.
Supposedly some of the girls are complaining that she's too heavy to hold up. So that seems to be the problem in there. They're not getting a strong enough pyramid. And I'm going to
wait a minute. Wait a minute. I know well she ain't the biggest one out there. Have you been out there? My child is not the biggest child out there. When did you start? Because obviously you have not seen these cheerleaders. It is some baby sumos out there.
Okay, hang on a second. Angela, I want you to calm down a bit.
No, ain't nobody finna calm down because I done already paid my money, and this that I be talking about. What parents? What parents done said something? Is it Carrie?
Ma'am, I'm not going to state who it is, but let's just say it was several.
Who are these parents that's got something to say about my child and her position on the cheerleading squad? Because if you ain't finna fuck up no names, then I don't understand what you calling me about. I tell you one thing: when she get out there, I done paid my money. She better not be on no base. She better be in the air. I guarantee you that. Right now, I've been hanging with these all season, and ain't nobody said nothing to me about and her weight and all this.
Okay, Angela, can you hear me? I just wanted you to hear me clearly. I haven't seen these young ladies yet. Once I see them, I will critique what I think.
Then you don't even need to be calling me because you ain't even seen nothing. So you calling me with some he said she from some other parents that's been skinning and grinning in my face, and they now one of these saying nothing to me. They done been in my house. We done had parties over here with this competition every weekend, every other day, and they couldn't say nothing to me about my baby. I tell you what, why don't you call your girls on the three-way, Mr. Chip? If you can't call them on the three-way, I got them numbers. I call them on the three-way.
Okay. Look, ma'am, all I wanted to do is make you aware of the possibility that she may be a back.
Well, thank you. You have made me aware, and I guarantee you that if I bring my big yellow up there and come to the practice, I guarantee you she won't be no base. How much you want to bet on that, Mr. Chip?
Look, you're going to quit hollering at me. And I told you I would try to take a look at these girls, but I tell you what, your daughter's going to be a base or she's going to be a back support, whichever I decide she's going to do.
Who in the do you think you hollering at, Mr. Chip? That's not how this gonna go down. No, that's not how this gonna go down. As a matter of fact, Mr. Chip, are you at the registration table today?
I'm here now while people are registering. Yes, I am.
Let me turn this around. I tell you what, I'm on my way up there. Why don't you and them parents that's been complaining? Why don't all y'all come to the table and we gonna have come to Jesus meeting about where gonna be for this coming up season? Because I'm not gonna tolerate this. I done told you, I done paid my money, and this how it's going down.
That's gained weight.
What is it to you whether gain weight or not? What does that have to do with her cheerleading?
Do you agree that probably bigger than most of the girls on the team?
It's not bigger than most of the girls on the team. Monique's daughter is bigger than and she wasn't no base last year. They hyped up so she gonna get up too. We all just gonna be big and plump up in the air. I done turned around and I'm headed to your little trading table. So you better be ready. You better be ready.
Before you get here, there's something else I need to tell you.
You ain't got to tell me a thing. All you got to do is have you and the parents around that table when I get there, because I'm on my way up there right now. Then y'all can say all y'all got to say in my face.
Okay, well, I want to, before you get here, I just want to let you know.
Oh, man, what?
This is nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey.
Who this is on this phone? Wait. Hold on. What did you just say?
This is nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Oh. Oh, be God. Oh, Lord. Who put you on?
Rochelle. There's another parent named Rochelle. She told me y'all are good friends out there.
Oh, so she want to prank call, huh? All right, we're going to see. The season starts. I'm going to hide her daughter uniform. She ain't going to be able to perform. If that will be looking for hers. How about that, since y'all want to prank call me?
Oh, man. Hey, let me ask you something, baby. What is the baddest, the baddest radio show in the land?
None other than the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
And there you have it. I don't think you can get any stupider. And I'm here for that. All right? I am here for that.
Thank you, nephew. Coming up next, it is Ask the CLO, our Chief Love Officer.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, Michael Irvin returns to NFL Network. He settles a $100 million lawsuit with Marriott. Plus, it's New York Fashion Week. We'll get some fashion advice from Blue Cheese. You know who that is, Steve Harvey. Also, in trending headlines, we'll have another consumer parent warning about the one-chip challenge recalled from store shelves. We'll talk about all of these stories at the top of the hour, but right now it is time to ask the CLO. CLO, this one's from Kat in Boston, who says, my husband picked up my phone by mistake and he took it to work. I ended up being late for work because I was searching for it. How about he didn't call my office phone to tell me he had it, nor did he bring it to my job? Am I supposed to believe it was a mistake? Why did he wait until after work to tell me he had it?
I'm going to assume that what he told you was I was busy. Mm-hmm. It was an accident. I didn't realize I had it. You ain't called me and asked for it. It slipped my mind. Mm-hmm. You know, that's all stuff I would say.
Now, that could be the truth, too.
It probably ain't, though.
But it sounds like the truth.
But wait a minute. Why would we tell the truth?
Because it's okay if it's the truth.
Well, that's the point of lying.
No, that's say it again, Junior.
That's the point of lying. It's supposed to sound like the truth.
Yeah, because what he gonna tell you was, I've been suspecting some things about you, so I've been taking your phone, waiting on it to ring. And what I want you to know is I answered every damn call and text that came through. Every last one of them.
He was waiting for something. Laying in the cut. All right, this one's from Sharon in Lansing. Sharon says, I'm 38 and I'm dating a man that's 24 years old. His sister that's my age told some of our mutual friends that I am a desperate cougar. Does age really matter if he has an old soul and I'm a big kid at heart? Am I foolish to think this will work?
Yeah.
24, 38.
Yeah, you're pretty stupid. He 24. 24 male species. 38-year-old female species. The maturity rate at that age, the dispersion of age difference there, that's a huge jump. See, it's different if this man is 45 and you 56 or something like that. That's different.
We talking about
26. He way more grown. 24. This little dumb ass boy.
He wants you because of your age.
Yeah, and for you to think he got an old soul, that really shows how young you are. But you finna find out, though. Yes,
can I say this like y'all always say? Woo, he fine, though.
Oh, he bringing it now.
Ooh,
he bringing it now.
He bringing it, and often.
Yes, endurance.
No. Ain't no endurance. It's the amount of times, the rounds you can go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Ain't no endurance. He ain't learned the lock, hold on. He ain't learned that yet.
He back in 5 minutes.
Yeah,
God.
He right back.
God.
I'm here. This is him right here. Woo. My bad. Sorry. A little quick. But I'm back, though. Yeah, that's him.
He back.
That's a lot.
Girl, you got me again. God, dog. Woo. Boy, that's good. Okay. Wait. Give me a minute. And I do mean a minute.
All right. Moving on to Wood in the DMV.
Wood.
Speaking of.
Pardon the pun.
Wow.
Come on, Wood.
I can't make this stuff up. Wood in the DMV says, I'm much closer with my female friend than I am with my wife, and I wish they could trade places. My wife can tell this marriage isn't working, but she's holding on for whatever reason. Everyone will look down on me if I leave her, and should I pursue my own love and happiness despite my wife's feelings?
Dog, that's what you finna do. What's the letter for? You've already made this decision. I don't even know what the damn letter for. You in a marriage you don't want to be in. You got a wife that's hanging on to a marriage, and you like another woman better than you like your wife.
And you said it.
And you said it. And what you ain't mentioning is who you, not only do you like her better than your wife, you want her more than you want your wife. So, dog, what are we talking about? Why did you write me?
He wants to know, should he pursue his own love and happiness despite how his wife feels?
Who are you? Who you think you talking to? Should you pursue your own happiness? Do you know my track record? Do you know how long and how many times I've been chasing happiness? Boy, please. The one thing I have been transparent about that. Now, you can say what you want to say about me, and you can try to hold me to my past all you want. I did what I did at the decision time that I made the decision. That was the skill set I had. So, bro, you asking the wrong person. Hell yeah, pursue your happiness. You ain't done it. I'm gonna tell you what the vows say one more time. To sickness and in health, rich or for poor, better or for worse, till death do you part. Now, when I felt like I was dying, I partied.
Boy.
Ta-da! What is we doing?
It's not what the word means.
That's what I thought it meant.
Wait, one more time. What did you think?
So in sickness, I guess you got sick of somebody.
Sickness and in health, I'm going to ride with you. Richer or poor, I'm going to ride with you. Better or worse, I'm going to ride you. Till death do you part. Once you make me feel like I'm dying, I have to part. That's the vow. I did it twice. I felt like I was dying 2 times, and I partied. Now, damn it. Feel how you want to feel about that.
Thank you for your interpretation.
You are very comfortable with your decision.
Girl, look at me.
Look at you.
Head tilted, arms folded.
Yes.
We learned so much from you on this show.
Man.
Take the vows.
Okay, last one.
Wow. I took them vows.
All right, last one, Steve, CLO. Michaela in Covington says, my 21-year-old daughter moved into her own apartment and she refused to give her dad and I a key to her place. So my husband took her key to our house.
Come on.
I need for her to always have access to our home. Can I go against my husband?
No. We ain't trading keys. You're welcome to come, but your ass got to knock.
I bet you missed your rent before I missed mine. I bet you that.
Yeah. Hey, where you going? It's a doorbell out there. Doorbell. Like, I have an open door policy with all my kids. They welcome to come home. They ain't got no key, though.
Like your nephew used to have parties
got
when you were gone.
Everywhere. Better not see your ass over there.
All right. Thank you, CLO. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some entertainment news for you right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
911, what's your emergency?
He shot her. Oh my God.
It's a nightmare we could never have imagined.
And a killer who is still on the loose.
My small town rocked by murder.
There are certain murders I'm scared to discuss.
In the 1980s, we're in high school losing friends, teachers, and community members. One after another for a decade.
We weren't safe anywhere.
We're teenagers terrified to leave our own homes. Would we be next? Who is killing all the kids? And why?
In that moment, I saw rage.
And why do some want the town's secrets to stay dead and buried forever?
I'm not sure why you're digging up all this old stuff again, but I'd be careful. Don't say I didn't warn you, Nancy.
Listen to The Murder Years on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
America, the land of the free, the home of the brave, and I would argue a nation of some major filth.
Hi, I'm Gabby Watts, comedian and podcast producer. Also, not to brag, I went to an Ivy League school and majored in history and graduated highly unawarded. And I'm hosting a new history podcast called American Filth, where we're diving into the filthy underbelly of the good old US of A. I'll be talking about a founding father who died from a DIY catheter, the woman who wrote the dirtiest blues song ever recorded, how the Pilgrims smelled terrible, and of course, a 17th century bestiality panic. So join me as I plunge face first into the dirtiest people and events in the annals of American history. Listen to American Filth on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Former Dallas Cowboys star and Hall of Famer Michael Irvin settled his defamation lawsuit against Marriott and officially returned to the NFL Network this past Sunday morning. Irvin had filed a $100 million lawsuit against Marriott and 6 others for defamation and interference in a business relationship after a female employee accused him of making lewd and inappropriate comments.
Falsely accused him.
In a hotel lobby in Arizona. This happened back in February of this year. He was pulled at that time from the NFL Network Super Bowl coverage in the wake of the incident and has not been on since. Michael Irvin and Marriott have settled that lawsuit, and the terms of the settlement are not known.
Well, that's because there's an NDA having been signed. What these corporations do is when they make a mistake or they get busted, they will give you your winnings. They will settle the case, but now it's an NDA. Nobody can discuss the case. If Michael Irvin discusses the dollar amount, he's going to have to return it, a la Colin Kaepernick when he won that lawsuit. You ain't heard him talking about no more kneeling or nothing, because it's in the contract when you sign that. Now, what Marriott need to do is what they should have did was issue a formal apology to Michael Irvin. See, these people, you try to destroy a man's career full out. But then when something come up and he didn't do it, now y'all just want to settle and come up with these NDAs. Because everybody that's accused ain't guilty. And sometimes, man, you can't make these accusations and ruin people's lives, and then you try to put in a little fake claim, and then something happened, and then you get to skip to the Lou My Darling about your own life. What is woman with these fake ass charges on this man? See what happened to her? Nothing. And that ain't right, man. Now, when you do something to a woman, you got to pay, as you should. Mm-hmm. But when you falsely accuse these men, trying to take advantage of the Me Too movement for your own self-benefit, and it was unfair, see, something got to start happening, man. So he was top news story for the accusation, but now he settled the defamation. Where that story at? Anybody? It's quiet now.
Nobody want to talk about it.
Well, we're reporting it.
We are, cause we give a damn.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Well, congratulations. Glad that's settled. Glad he's back on the NFL Network for sure. In other entertainment news, New York Fashion Week is the destination at the forefront of shaping culture, let's say. It shapes trends and the evolution of American fashion designers, and will end tomorrow, September 13th. And we hear that one of the trends continuing for spring 2024 is dressing like the 90s. Remember, that was like track suits, bucket hats, T-shirts, cargo pants, sheer dresses. So Blue Cheese, and why do they call you Blue Cheese?
'Cause I be dressing.
Okay. Yes, Blue Cheese, because he be dressing. We got to ask you, Steve, what are some of your suggested fashion must-haves? Because you're a fashion icon in your own right.
Let me give you a couple suggestions.
Okay.
Stay within your budget. Rule number 1. Stay within your budget. Shop where your money lets you shop, where you ain't broke when you get through shopping. Nothing you can put on is worth your rent.
This is so true.
Nothing you can put on is worth groceries.
Come on.
Yeah.
You can't buy this nice outfit and go out and then come home. You can't even see the outfit because the lights is out. Yes, Carla.
You feel that way about shoes, though? What a bad pair of shoes, though, Steve. Ooh.
Them shoes is nice, but it's hard to find them in your closet when the lights is out.
Yeah, back to that, yeah.
That's the main thing I try to tell people. Shop within your budget. There's a way that you can fake it till you make it.
Okay.
That was my specialty. I'm telling you right now.
What about
TJ Maxx and Value City Them was my story. My first comedy outfit when I got a week opening act, my whole outfit was $22.
But Steve, what about the time you had those shoes in layaway for like ever?
I had them in layaway for like 8 months.
And what happened?
Some people's shoes, and that was back in the day. I was in high school. And I had laid away a 10. Well, I was in the 11th grade now, and my shoe size went up to whatever grade I was in. That's what size I was.
So you're in 11th grade. You wore
when I was in the 10th. I laid them away. I was in the 10th. I was in the 11th grade, and I grew into an 11th. But I bought the 10s. The 10s was tight anyway, but I always knew leather stretch. And I didn't have a lot of shoes, so I'm finna stretch the hell out of my shoes. But boy, that first night I put them peoples on, I had them in layaway for 8 months. I jammed my toe down. Man, I don't remember them being this tight. Well, you was size 10 then. I jammed them 11s down in there. Ooh. Let me tell you something. I went to the movie. I took a girl named Brenda Skinner to the movie. I walked down the ramp and they was tight. And then I got down there and I said, man, I was listening to the movie and I wanted to take my shoes off. And you know how you try to take them off under your seat with your toes? Yeah. Try to flip, but I couldn't get them off. Boy, let me tell you something. That blood rushed down to my feet. I stood up when that movie was over and tried to go turn up the aisle and walk up that little ramp, and my knees buckled. And I'm in shape now. And I would, you know how you walk and you try not to crease your feet? You just lift them up and put them back down. Yeah, I got up there. When I finally got home, I had to get a butcher knife and cut my shoe at the sole. Yeah, between the sole, just to give them relief. I couldn't get them off.
All right. Wow. Thank you, Blue
I had
Cheese.
to cut the leather off of the sole.
We have learned
coming up at 20 minutes after the hour. Athletes often feed off doubt. We'll talk about that right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, according to USAtoday.com, athletes often feed off doubt. It can be a fueling system for them, like a way to launch them into orbit. Young tennis great Coco Gauff just won the U.S. Open, her first Grand Slam. So take a listen to post-match message to her haters.
Honestly, thank you to the people who didn't believe in me. I mean, like a month ago, I won a 500 title, and people said I would stop at that. 2 weeks ago, I won a 1,000 title, and people were saying that was the biggest it was going to get. So 3 weeks later, I'm here with this trophy right now. I tried my best to carry this with grace, and I've been doing my best. So honestly, to those who thought who were putting water on my fire, you're really adding gas to it. And now I'm really burning so bright right now.
Wow. Beautiful. Love that.
Yeah.
Let them know who you are. Shine your light. Yes. Congratulations once again to Coco Gauff. And we're also celebrating Deion Sanders, Coach Prime, this past Saturday, you guys. You know, he won. Colorado beat Nebraska, and their record is now 2-0. Coach Prime said after last week's TCU win, quote, "I keep receipts. Do you believe now?"
I love that. I love both of them this week. I love that. I love how she checked her haters. Coco, Deion, you know Deion gonna keep, Coach Prime gonna keep checking them though.
Because you know, these people are human, man.
Yeah.
And people don't understand, man. Y'all be firing off on people, man. And there's no regard for how they feel or think. And you think because you got a pen or something, you just say what you want to say. And they just get tired of it. That's all.
They don't want to own up to it after the fact, though. That's what bothers me.
No.
Never want to.
Then they want to move on.
Yeah. Hey, no, I never said anything, Prime. No. I read that bull junk you wrote. I read all through it. See, and the thing I like about Prime is he maintained himself. See, I cuss. I'm not using bull junk. I'm not.
We know.
Well, for Prime,
we know at the press conference.
And I like that.
Well, that's why I say I like it about Prime. I don't need you commenting on me, Tommy.
How long could you last do a press conference? How long?
You know, till it's time. You know, if you say something that requires cussing, why I got to hold it in? What?
Okay. Coach Harvey, you want to expound on, what took place last week and what took place this week of the game?
You saw the damn game. Okay.
Coach Harvey,
Coach Harvey, we didn't believe you was going to make it to 2-0. We really don't feel like you have the talent.
I don't give a sugar honey iced tea. What you thought?
All right. Look, we got to move on. Coming up at 34 minutes after the hour, we're going to talk about what profession is undateable. We'll talk about that right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so let's talk about this. What profession do you guys think or do you see is undateable for you? We got an email from a guy on Steve Harvey FM. This guy's a stand-up comedian, Steve, and he's thinking about dating a female comedian. So he wants to know, do you think that's cool or do you think it's not so cool? And part two of that, is there a profession that you find undateable?
Oh, absolutely. I think it's cool to date the girl. What's the matter with her being a comedian? There's nothing wrong with that at all. That could be her dream, too.
Yeah, she understands you more than anyone, probably, right?
Have you ever dated a comedian?
No. Seen a comedian back when I was... have you seen him back when I was...
That's where we're going with this.
That's where you took it.
Oh, you know who I dated, Tommy. You know who.
Okay, hold on. That's why I took it. You want me to...
I don't want
the ones that was fine wasn't available. Samoa was always with Dwayne. Samoa fine. Adele Givens was like my little sister. Now after that, where you want to go?
I don't want to go nowhere else. Let's stop.
Stop. Okay.
I'm just saying. No, I was not. But
so let's talk about... Please, let's move on. Steve, let's talk about the undateable. Is there any profession that you wouldn't date?
Oh, yeah. I can't take no stripper to the house.
Better results.
Hey, I can't take no stripper to the house. You can't come meet my mama. Okay. Cause my mama gonna know you're a stripper right away. Why she walking like that?
All that oil on her foot. What's that going on?
That glitter.
Yes.
Glitter.
She walk like she can grip a pole. Where you get her at? She in here watching TV standing on her hands upside down. Where you get this girl from?
She just randomly.
Yeah, she just randomly just do something.
Because she ain't got no fives.
And just slammed herself in the floor in a wide out split. What is she trying to do? Yeah, I can't think.
Junior?
Why she ain't got no fives?
She always got one.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are some you can't date. Some professions.
Okay.
Why she keep all her money in a garter strap?
Look like she work at a brothel.
Yeah.
Me, certainly, probably basketball player. I just don't see that working.
Oh yeah, I get it. Why
you
think not?
Why he think not? You seen how tall them girls is?
Yes.
What is he finna do? He can't even date a guard in the WNBA.
And they're the shortest ones. Junior, I see you thinking.
Right now, I can't date a probation officer because if I'm on probation, why is my freedom in your hand? I can't. I can't date nobody can send me down because you mad I ain't called. Now I'm back in jail for 6 years because I didn't call.
You didn't call her back.
Yeah,
I didn't call you because of the relationship.
Revoke my probation. No, don't do that.
So those are the three professions. Any more?
Steve, any more?
Oh yeah. I can't date an English teacher. No way I'm sitting there.
Instant breakup.
Oh yeah, getting my ass corrected every time I open my ignorant ass. I'm not finna do all this. What did you just say? You heard me.
That's not how you say that, Steve.
What did you say that? What word? That's not a word. It is to me. No, that's why I can't date no English teacher.
Yeah. Spell it.
You spell it. You the teacher.
What does that mean?
You can look it up. I just kill me when a teacher go, I misspell a word. Look it up. Heifer, if I can't spell it, I'm going to look it up.
See right there, how is
philosophy, I can't spell. Well, look it up. Well, it's not in the F's. I've checked.
Not the PH.
This how
Sound it out.
y'all.
Sound it out.
I did. Philosophy. F-I-L. Now, where that's at?
Who is PH?
All right.
What? Man, please.
Coming up next, we'll hear from the nephew with today's prank phone call right after this.
Philosophize.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. And the subject is he goes from suave to really smelly really quick. He goes from suave to smelly real quick. All right?
Doing? What is that?
But right now, we'll get into that in just a bit. Right now, the nephew is here with today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Neff?
Well, you know, what level you looking for? You know, y'all got any level you looking for? What level you looking for?
Tommy, they all stupid.
I understand that. I know that, and that is the goal. What I'm trying to get you to understand is levels of stupidity. And I hate how to explain
go to the top. Why are you playing games?
Yeah.
Let's go.
What's the top level?
That's just geniusly stupid. That's
Let's get to it. Let's get to it. That's what you do. Let's go.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
what
here
you
it
got?
is.
What?
Can your wife help me with my thesis? Can your wife?
Waste calling somebody's husband.
See,
yeah.
It's a thesis. You got to be a genius to write a thesis. That's right, Tommy. It's gonna be stupid.
Can your wife help me with my? Just check it out. Here it is. Cat dog, if you would.
Hello. I'm trying to reach. Yeah. Who is this? Hey, my name Ellis, man. Is this Daryl? Is this her husband? Yeah. This me. What's up? Hey, how you doing, man? Listen, my mother is Miss man. She goes to church with your wife's mom, with mother, and I'm actually in med school, man. And they told me your wife she's a nurse. Is that right? Yeah. She's a nurse. But you say your mama go to church with my wife's mama? Right. My mother's she goes to church with mother. Oh, okay then. All right. What I was calling y'all for, Daryl, man, if you didn't mind, I wanted to. I'm getting ready to do my thesis, man. I'm doing my thesis for the end of the year, end of the semester, man, for med school, and they told me your wife, you know, that might be able to help me out. So I was hoping I could talk to her for a second, if you don't mind. Yeah. Hold on, real quick. All right. Hold on. Okay. I want to talk to you about something his mama go. You want to talk to you this? Who is this? Yeah. Hello? Hey.
Yes?
Hey, how you doing? My name is Ellis. My mother, she go to church with your mother.
Uh-huh.
And they gave me your number that you might be able to help me out with some stuff. I'm in med school right now. I'm studying to be a gynecologist, and that you might be able to help me out with some things. I wanted to reach out to you if it was cool.
Okay, and what's your name again?
Ellis.
And your mom goes to church with my mom?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. What can I help you with?
What I'm doing is I'm doing my thesis, and you know, this is my big end of the year exam.
Uh-huh.
And what I'm doing is I'm making my thesis a video, as opposed to a report.
Okay.
So everything is going to be on video. So what I'm trying to do is actually get a time where I can hook up with you and maybe examine you and get all that on video.
So you said you want to videotape me do what kind of exam did you say?
I will be giving you a you know, and I put your legs in the stirrups and all that, and just video me doing the actual examination on you.
You want a video? Maybe you want to videotape him giving me a.
Hello, hey, say, what you talking about? You want to do what again, dude? Well, see, I'm working on my thesis, man, and what I'm doing, my thesis is going to be a video. So I'm going to actually video myself giving your wife a. Man, what you talking about? You want to videotape my wife giving a. Yo, what is wrong with you? Hey, brother, this right here for my grade, man. You know, this ain't nothing on a personal tip, man. This is for the grade, you know. Your wife being in the medical field, I thought y'all would have understand something like that. This is my wife you talking about, dude. You can't, you want to video camera my wife. Oh, not to look at the video. All you do then we got to look at it, man. You can't, hell no, man. Hey, well, man, listen, this is for my grade, man. This ain't, only the professor is going to see. As far as I'm concerned, you better go find somebody else. You ain't gonna do my wife. Who this again, man? My name Ellis, man. I told you, my mama, Miss, she go to church with mom.
She can't go to church with my mom, and I'm calling me.
Man, we don't know who the Miss is, man. We ain't never seen your mama, man. What you trying to do? You ain't finna do no on my wife, man. All y'all. Hell yeah. Okay, but dog, let me ask you something. Don't she go in there and get a anyway, at least once or twice a year? Yeah, she do, but ain't got no
videotape my life and like that.
But man, brother.
You better go find somebody else, man. That, man. Dog. All that, man. I don't know you. I don't know your mama. All y'all, man.
Okay. Can you put me on speakerphone so I can talk to both of y'all?
No, hell no. You ain't finna talk back to my wife.
Okay, can I say one more thing?
Talking about videotaping my wife, dog. You ain't talking to my wife no more.
I just want to say this, man. This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your homeboy, Doug.
Baby. Talking about this is Nephew. This ain't no Nephew Tommy talking about videotaping my wife. This is Nephew Tommy.
Yeah, boy, you got a boy named Doug, don't you?
Hold on, wait. What'd you say? Who did that?
Doug.
Doug, baby. Doug and Tony. I'm gonna kick his man. That's some man. Dude, you don't call nobody. Oh, dog. Man, you had me hot, dude.
Oh, man. Y'all all right, man?
My heart was beating fast, man.
Hey, man. Hey, put the phone on both y'all heels, man.
Okay, hold on right quick. Let me see if I can turn the speaker on. Hold on. All right, go ahead, man.
Okay, down.
What?
I got one thing I gotta ask y'all. What is the baddest radio show in the land?
Steve Harvey Morning Show. Y'all play too much. Man, say, man, next time my wife go back up in there, man, get up. I'm going up in there, man. Make sure your ain't up in there.
What y'all think?
What do we think?
You know, you gave me what I asked for. You went to the top, so there it is.
Yeah, it is. Geniusly stupid. That's what you
Yes, good job, darling.
Yeah. That's what we think.
Yes. As long as we all on the same page, thank you.
We are. On the thesis page, we are.
Hey, I'm getting, let me say this. It is now vacation time for Nephew Tommy and taking my beautiful wife to Italy, and I am very excited about that. So that is getting ready to jump off. Me and my honey dip, my ride or die, we are going to Italy. And she has used my credit card for some damn first class tickets, and I be damn.
What? Yeah. What's the problem?
It was nothing wrong with that other section. It was nothing wrong with that other section.
Well,
when did
going to Spain?
When did Southwest start going to Italy?
There was nothing wrong with that other section. This is a section right behind first class. That was half cheaper. We could have done that. No.
You know, HR, I just really, man,
so why you
I don't understand. Half rich.
Okay.
I don't understand you, man. I just don't.
Now she upset because they send you this email where you can pick out what you want to eat. So I picked it out, and they said they didn't have no more of that. So I told her that I was going to smoke a brisket and bring that on in slices so we'll have some.
No, you're not. You're not going to do it.
I'm going to bring this brisket on this plane and have
your ragged ass is sitting up in here in first class going to Italy with some fall.
Unbelievable.
And then go ask the flight attendant to heat it up for you.
No, he is. You know he is.
If it's possible. If it's possible.
What is you going to Italy to eat some damn brisket?
Right.
I'm eating it on the way. They didn't have what I wanted on the menu, so I decided, hey, we might well bring some
What
food.
did you ask for? Just out of curiosity.
Braised short rib is what it was, and they done ran out. So I guess everybody done ordered before me. So fine, no problem. I'll bring some brisket.
Why are you even making money?
Why? What you
For real, man. That's
because he can't even enjoy first class. He just want to bring a brisket on here. Who's you working for?
Who don't want a good brisket sandwich? You done changed, Junior. What is wrong with you?
I love it, Junior.
I'll be there.
What you say, Tommy Jr. They got real Hollywood?
Real Hollywood.
Right.
You don't eat a brisket sandwich no more.
Coming up next is my strawberry letter for today, and the subject is he goes from suave to smelly real quick. We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
911, what's your emergency?
He shot her. Oh my God.
It's a nightmare we could never have imagined.
And a killer who is still on the loose.
My small town rocked by murder.
There are certain murders I'm scared to discuss.
In the 1980s, we're in high school losing friends, teachers, and community members, one after another for a decade.
We weren't safe anywhere.
We're teenagers terrified to leave our own homes. Would we be next? Who is killing all the kids? And why?
In that moment, I saw rage.
And why do some want the town's secrets to stay dead and buried forever?
I'm not sure why you're digging up all this old stuff again, but I'd be careful. Don't say I didn't warn you, Nancy.
Listen to The Murder Years on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
America, the land of the free, the home of the brave, and I would argue a nation of some major filth.
Hi, I'm Gabby Watts, comedian and podcast producer. Also, not to brag, I went to an Ivy League school and majored in history and graduated highly unawarded. And I'm hosting a new history podcast called American Filth, where we're diving into the filthy underbelly of the good old US of A. I'll be talking about a founding father who died from a DIY catheter, the woman who wrote the dirtiest blues song ever recorded, how the Pilgrims smelled terrible, and of course, a 17th century bestiality panic. So join me as I plunge face first into the dirtiest people and events in the annals of American history. Listen to American Filth on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
It is time now for today's Strawberry Letter, and if you need advice on relationships, on dating, on work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com. Click Submit Strawberry Letter. And you never know, we could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to do with this one right here, right now.
Yeah, we could be. Wonder what the hell this one about, 'cause yesterday I damn near tuned in my damn self. I got to hear this damn letter here. What is this about?
Thanks a lot.
Is this about him wheezing? Is his ass wheezing on us? What's this about?
Yeah.
What is
just
this?
Whatever it is,
get up
just
a flight of stairs.
Hey, Tommy, just whatever it is, just wait on my fat wheezing ass response. I'll see if I can get through it today, though.
I don't know what the big deal is about all this. Don't say nothing behind his back. I've been talking behind his damn back. I don't know what the issue is. And if you turn around now, I'm gonna say something about his ass.
Steve, stop that wheezing. That is not funny. Stop that.
Is he wheezing on the air?
Yes, I'm telling him to stop.
Stop. Way too much.
I'm sorry.
Oh, man.
Tuned in myself. See that, Shirley? We made you
everybody all right
laugh,
this
girl.
morning? We good? We finna start the blackberry letter. Is everybody good?
It's strawberry.
Oh,
No,
you gotta
we did
pick another
not.
fruit now, Shirley. You got to. Your strawberries is bananas. All right. Buckle up and hold on tight. Here it comes. Well, I don't know what it is, but here it is. Strawberry letter.
It's not about you, okay, or you. Subject, he goes from suave to smelly real quick. All right, dear Steve and Shirley, I am dating a 47-year-old man and I just turned 40. I'm an esthetician and I do full body treatments, and that is how I met this guy. I did an exfoliation and wax treatment on his back one time, and he booked several more sessions on the spot. We talked and got closer each time he came in for his service. I have come across a lot of smells in my line of work, so when I did his body treatments, I could smell the toxins leaving his body. I comforted him by telling him it was totally normal, although in my mind, his body odor was a lot stronger than any of my other clients. After a few weeks of hanging out with him, I stayed over at his place. Nothing happened that night, but I did fall asleep in his arms on the couch. I woke up to the smell of mint and cabbage. I realized that he had started to sweat a little bit and the smell was coming from his body. We had a lot to drink the night before, so I thought maybe the smell was coming from the liquor in his pores. I woke him and made up an excuse about going to church so that I could leave. Since that day, the cabbage smell has continually crept up when we are together. Because of my training, I've made it my mission to find out what the smell could be before I confront him with it. He takes baths all the time, and I think it's to control the smell, but 3 or 4 hours later, the smell creeps up and out of his clothes. When he takes his clothes off, they don't stink. It's just around his neck that smells so bad. He's ready to start having sex, but I get nauseous sometimes when we kiss. I want to suggest he change his diet and take some supplements, but how do I do that without offending him? Do I help him or let him stink by himself? Well, only you can answer that question, and it sounds like you like him and want him to be a part of your life, so you got to tell him. It's that simple. He obviously knows something is wrong because you say he takes a lot of baths. I know what mint smells like, and I know cabbage stinks, especially old cabbage, but I've never smelled them together. But body odor is very serious. It's usually a deal breaker in relationships. But I mean, again, you sound like you like this guy and you want to help him, and he clearly needs help with himself. You said you made it your mission to find out about what the smell could be before you confront him with it, but you're connected and you're concerned about offending him. I get that, but his body odor is offensive, and kissing him makes you nauseous. So you really don't have a choice in this matter. You got to tell him. Tell him. You could do it nice. Oh, man, he should be able to take this kind of harsh truth, but you need to do it nicely. Okay, Steve? You don't have to crush the guy.
No, that's real nice, Shirley. But, you know, it's crushing time. We all get crushed. I mean, let's look at this subject.
It's crushing time.
He goes from suave to smelly real quick. Look at this. What this letter could have been was he goes from breathing to wheezing real quick. See how that can go? You know, we all got to take shots. So now if I can take a shot, then he can take a shot. It ain't time to be gentle. Here's this woman dating this 47-year-old man, and she turned 40. She's an esthetician. She do full body treatment, and that's how you met the guy. You was exfoliating him and doing a wax treatment on his back. What the hell he have on his back? And then he booked several more, and we got closer each time he came in. But then you said I done come across a lot of smells in my line of work. So when I did his body treatment, I could smell the toxins leaving his body. I confronted him by telling him it was totally normal, although in my mind, the body odor was a lot stronger than any of my other clients.
You got about a minute more, Steve. Go ahead.
Well, you got a man that stank worse than anybody you've ever had in your chair before. That's really what you said. Mm-hmm. You said I could smell the toxins leaving his body. I comforted him by telling him it was totally normal. That's a lie. See, that's a lie. See, I told him it was totally normal. That ain't normal. Although in my mind, his body odor was a lot stronger than any of my other clients. Your man stank.
All right, Steve, catch your breath.
Well, okay.
We're going to have part 2 of your response.
Catch your breath.
Coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Today's Strawberry Letter subject is he goes from suave to smelly real quick. We'll get into that right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject is he goes from suave to smelly real quick.
Yeah, this woman is an esthetician. She dating this 47-year-old man. She 40. He came in for a back treatment. She exfoliated him and waxed his back. And he's come through a few more times because he liked her. But she noticed the smell was coming out of his body, and it was stronger than anybody else's smell she had ever done before. Now, this is a very noteworthy comment in this letter because now you're dating a man that stank more than anybody you've ever smelled before. And I'm not fitting to do that. I'm not fitting to date nobody that stank more than anybody I've ever smelled before. You know, you can have a little odor or something, you can get physical chemical and things, but we're not dating the most stankingest person I've ever met before. I'm not dragging this title around with me. I'm not introducing you to people. Hey, everybody, this is my new friend Herman, and we just want you to be aware he stinks more than anybody you've ever smelled in my whole damn life. So as we sitting here having a good ass time, if he get excited, he start cheering at the football game at the sports bar. It's him. It's him. I'm not finna take this title around with me. But she decided to go ahead and do it. And she could smell the toxins leaving his body while she was working on him. And she comforted him by telling him it was normal. That's a lie. It wasn't normal. And his body odor was a lot stronger than any of my other clients. After a few weeks of hanging out with him, I stayed over at his place. Nothing happened that night, but I fell asleep in his arms on the couch. I don't know how the hell you let this strong arm ass man get you damn near in a headlock where you done fell asleep in his arms on the couch. Nothing happened that night, but I woke up to the smell of mint and cabbage. Now there is no such thing. There's no such thing as mint and cabbage. We've all smelled cabbage before. There ain't a damn thing minty in the cabbage pot. It's cabbage. Minty is when you have basil or oregano in spaghetti. Cabbage is a damn dish by itself. Once the cabbage is in there, you don't smell nothing but cabbage. So there you go lying. You're trying to be nice. I realized that he had started to sweat a little bit, and the smell was coming from his body. Now that's normal. We had a lot to drink that night before, so I thought maybe the smell was coming from the liquor in his pores. Let's stop this right here. We all know somebody that drinks. When the last time you been sitting with somebody that drink and you smell cabbage? What is he drinking? Vodka is made out of potatoes. That's everything else is, come on now, corn mash. Let me tell you, I know moonshine is corn. Vodka is potatoes. Now, Jack Daniels and all that stuff right there, that's just gas. That's just straight damn unleaded. That ain't McCallum, that ain't Cavassier, that's just, so lady, come on now. I woke him and I made up an excuse about going to church. When you stink so bad that they push you to the Lord, that's a clear sign that you probably need to be through with him. You woke up and it stank so bad you felt like you needed prayer. So you told him your ass had to go to church so you could leave. Since that day, the cabbage smell has continually crept up when we are together. Now, because of my training, I've made it my mission to find out what that smell could be before I confront him with it. Well, let's talk about that. And let me give you a suggestion. This is called funk. That's what that smell is. Funk. It's F-U-N-K. We had songs out. Play that funky music, white boy. Funk has been used to describe a malodorous smell that causes your face to contort and your nose to stiffen. It crimps your nose. Mm-hmm. Okay. He takes baths all the time. I think it's to control the smell. Well, first of all, he's taking these baths at the wrong time. His timing is off, and he's not taking enough baths.
When should he take them? What time?
Probably just need to have a bath with him.
Oh.
Set up something in the trunk of his car. You know, where he get out before he come in, bathe. Come over your house, bathe. Now, when he takes his, and then the smell creeps up and out of his clothes. When he takes his clothes off, they don't stink. Well, it's stuck to his body. You don't give a damn about his clothes. You ain't sleeping with his clothes. Y'all sleeping naked. It's just around his neck that smells so bad. He's ready to start having sex, but I get nauseous when we kiss. I want to suggest he change his diet, take some supplements. How do I do that without offending him? Or do I help him stink by himself? Yeah, I think you're going to have to leave him. But I just want you to know something is caught in his throat.
What?
Something is caught in his throat.
Post your
It's something in his damn throat. You're going to have to get it cut out because something is lodged in his throat.
Post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM on Instagram and Facebook, and check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on the free iHeartRadio app. Free, never sounded so good. You can download it today. Now, coming up at 46 minutes after the hour, it's Junior and Sports Talk right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, now I need my boy Pimpin.
Right there. What's up?
Yeah.
How you doing? I'm good, man. You see I'm representing this morning.
Yeah, straight out of Cleveland.
Straight out of Cleveland.
Well, let's run through these games, Pimpin. Let's
go
get
ahead,
it, man.
I'm ready.
Here we go. Ravens over to Texas, 25-9.
Hang in there, Texas.
Yeah, man. The Buccaneers over the Vikings. Oh, man.
Man, I couldn't believe that, but I like Baker Mayfield, but damn,
Yeah.
I didn't pick that one.
No, but here go one you did, man. The Saints over the Titans, 16-15.
Saints over the Titans.
Yeah, man. Here go another one, Pimpin. Falcons over the Panthers, 24-10.
Picked it.
Here go another one, Pimpin. Here we go, man. The 49ers over the Steelers, 30-7.
Picked it. Needed
Yeah,
it.
man.
Go Pimpin.
Yeah, man. Pimpin been picking them. But here we go, man. Jaguars over the Colts, 31-21.
Picked it. Told y'all. I was pulling for Richardson, but damn. Trevor Lawrence, though. You know what I'm saying?
Here go another one, Pimpin. The Commanders over the Cardinals, 20-16.
I told y'all everybody have it, but y'all wouldn't listen to me. Now you see it popping off. Got you in the club dancing your ass off. Shake it down, shake it down.
Pimpin. Dolphins over the Chargers, man, 36-34.
I told y'all everybody talking about that white boy was gonna come in there and beat Tua. Tua ain't hurt yet. He ain't even had a concussion. He gonna get one, but he ain't had it yet.
Oh, don't say that, Pimpin.
Well, I hope I'm wrong, but damn, he can't fall.
Okay, Pimpin.
Tua need a bigger helmet.
Eagles over the Patriots, man, 25-20.
I told y'all.
Petey Pablo.
Yeah. All right, Pimpin, man. Here we go. The Packers over the Bears, 38-20.
Nah, I ain't picked that. I was pulling for Justin Field. I ain't got nobody but Justin.
The Rams over the Seahawks, man.
Damn, I didn't get that one either. I thought Gino was ready. Guess they had a good year last year. I ain't picking y'all no more.
Okay, Pimpin. But let me give you one,
I don't give a
Pimpin.
damn.
Here go one you picked, Pimpin. The first game, the Lions over the Chiefs, 21-20. Picked it.
Upset. That was Thursday night. I told y'all, I said the Lions is going to whoop the Chiefs' ass. And Dave, the engineer, damn near killed himself. I turned 30. I know you want this break to end.
You wanted to end. The Cowboys over the Giants, 40-0.
I said that was going to be the upset, but I knew they was going to win. I knew the Cowboys.
They didn't score 8 touchdowns?
Not 8 touchdowns.
What?
Shut Barkley down.
All right, thank you, Junior. Coming up at the top of the hour, we got social media advice. The passenger side is driving me crazy.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
so we'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
911, what's your emergency?
He shot her. Oh my God.
It's a nightmare we could never have imagined.
And a killer who is still on the loose.
My small town rocked by murder.
There are certain murders I'm scared to discuss.
In the 1980s, we're in high school losing friends, teachers, and community members. One after another for a decade.
We weren't safe anywhere.
We're teenagers terrified to leave our own homes. Would we be next? Who is killing all the kids? And why?
In that moment, I saw rage.
And why do some want the town's secrets to stay dead and buried forever?
I'm not sure why you're digging up all this old stuff again, but I'd be careful. Don't say I didn't warn you, Nancy.
Listen to The Murder Years on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
America, the land of the free, the home of the brave, and I would argue a nation of some major filth.
Hi, I'm Gabby Watts, comedian and podcast producer. Also, not to brag, I went to an Ivy League school and majored in history and graduated highly unawarded. And I'm hosting a new history podcast called American Filth, where we're diving into the filthy underbelly of the good old US of A. I'll be talking about a founding father who died from a DIY catheter, the woman who wrote the dirtiest blues song ever recorded, how the Pilgrims smelled terrible, and of course, a 17th century bestiality panic. So join me as I plunge face first into the dirtiest people and events in the annals of American history. Listen to American Filth on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Timothy on Facebook writes, I love my wife.
Chocolate, hold on.
Oh, what's happening, Pimpin? You back?
I'm still here because I wore my shirt straight out of Cleveland, and then Junior did all these games and didn't announce that the Cleveland Browns beat the brakes off the damn Cincinnati Bungles and just wore their ass out.
Bungles? Bengals?
Cleveland Browns whooped the Bungles. Now, go ahead. I'm just out. I just wanted to say that. Damn, Junior. I ain't even do the Texans wrong. That's all right.
Junior, you hating on Cleveland?
Yeah, because I was respectful to the Texans. But that's over with now. Since I see you next week, Pimp.
All right, Pimpin, we'll holler at you next week. So here we go. Pimpin, get Steve back in here.
All right, here I am.
Okay, thank you.
Switch it up, boy.
Yeah, there you go. All right, Steve, here we go. Timothy on Facebook writes, I love my wife. I really do, but I need some help from the guys because the passenger driving is driving me crazy.
Oh, I know.
We've been together for a year, and I know she means well, but the constant, slow down. Why you going so slow? Watch out. Be careful. Do we have enough gas? Comments are driving me insane. It's now at the point where we'll drive around a parking lot, and when we finally park, she says, good job, like it's an accomplishment. It's all I can do not to just pull over and ask her if she wants to drive. Does anyone else experience this, man? How do y'all handle this?
Tommy, before you say anything, or Junior, before you say anything, let me just say you something. This is why you got to buy her ass a car.
Yeah, her own car.
Yeah, you got to get her a car, though. Meet you down there. Baby, meet me here.
I love it when she say, you want to go in separate cars? Hell yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to meet you at the Beyonce concert. I'll just meet you there.
Now, that's the wrong place to take separate cars right there.
Yeah.
Because y'all going to be parking. Y'all ain't going to be able to find each other. Who got the tickets?
Right.
And Carla, if y'all would just be quiet and ride.
I've been guilty of this. The same
I know
thing.
you have.
Yeah.
Mine can't be quiet. She won't.
What does Lemonade say? What does Jackie say?
Lemonade's thing is, she big on Waves. The app Waves.
The GPS app.
She's big on that. Ooh. Now Waves say we ought to. I say, I don't give a damn about what Waves. We're going down the street. Where they say it's crowded over here, it's a police officer over here. Hey, let's just ride. Just calm down. We're going to get there. I don't give a damn about Waves. Stop. Oh, you picky today. No, I'm not.
Well, she's just trying to help. We're just trying to help. We mean well.
We don't need no help driving.
Damn help. We driving. We've been driving longer than y'all. I've been driving a car by myself since I was 13.
Yes.
13. I'm 66. Need your damn help.
So what should Timothy do? What if he can't afford another car? What if they are where they are? What can Timothy
welcome
do?
To hell.
Oh, gosh.
That's part of being married, though. So,
yeah, dog.
You just got to deal with it.
Good job.
Yeah, like it's a defensive driving course or something. What is that?
Well, I ain't gonna lie. I've been the woman in the passenger seat when my wife driving, because that's how she drive.
What do you mean?
I've been scared too. Yeah, she drive fast.
She drive too fast?
Yeah, she drive too fast. I have said, can you slow down? Can you slow? Why are we doing 50 in the neighborhood? What's the
kill a kid?
The house ain't going nowhere. I swear it's not.
I have
she go too fast.
I have a suggestion.
Oh, good.
Come on.
You can do it, but you're going to have to. It's a sacrifice move. While she talking one time, the next telephone pole or tree you see, drive over there real close by and tear the side view mirror off her side.
God.
Nah, what is that going to do?
Baby, when you talk to me, you distract me.
Now, it's worth a mirror.
Yeah, just tear the mirror off the side of the car.
Okay.
For swerve. And just tear that mirror right off. And then that's it. You ain't got to worry about her talking.
She'll be quiet.
She's going to have to sacrifice that mirror, a little bit of paint on that, though.
All right, thank you, Steve.
It's going to cost you about $1,200, though. Get it
That's expensive. All right, more of today's trending stories on the Steve Harvey Morning Show at 20 minutes after the hour.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so Steve, you have some really good news about your daily green powder drink. It's called Elevate You. You have 6 packs, and they are now available.
Somebody finally sent me a picture in Walmart.
Oh, really?
The Elevate You is what's called an end cap. That's big for a product if they put it on the end of an aisle and make it a featured item on the end of, so it ain't just on the shelf no more. Now, some of these Walmarts has put it up as end caps. They are on the very end of an aisle. If you walk past that aisle, you got to see it. Yeah. Elevate You and Walmart, we have partnered, and it's going so well, they done turned your boy into an end cap. Now, I wasn't on there 6 feet tall like, but when short people see it, it look like it's life size, but it's not. So, Junior, your little short ass probably went over there and thought it was life size, but it wasn't. And it is a picture of me on there holding the product because only Walmart has the stick packs and the gummies in it. Only at Walmart. Please, if you see a picture on an end cap, take a picture and send it to me. Send it to me in my DM. Somebody will get it. And Walmart, thank you so much. Thank y'all for supporting Elevate You. It's changing a lot. And you'll be able to see how my life is transforming, where I'm not the big, fat, heavy, wheezing, breathing ass people that my co-star think I am. Good thing Elevate You came out in January. Jeez.
Coming up at 33 minutes after the hour, we'll play another round of Would You Rather right after
with my wheezing ass.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for Would You Rather. Let's play this round, all right? Would you rather wear pants 3 sizes too big, or would you rather wear shoes 2 sizes too small?
No, come on, give me them big ass pants.
Yeah, we can't fold our toes up. We're going to have to wear them big ass pants. Crisscross will make you jump. We want them big pants.
You going to wear them backwards?
Backwards, big, whatever.
All right, would you put them little tiny shoes on?
Yeah. Bad feet. All right. Would you rather have to sleep in a coffin every night for 3 months, or would you rather have to cut off your own baby toe?
What?
Sleep in a coffin or cut off your baby toe?
We ain't taking those.
No. Those are your options.
Body parts. We sleeping in the coffin. Hell.
Give me
that's it.
For 3 months?
Yep.
Yeah.
Gonna either sit in there, watch TV in there, have dinner in there, and every damn thing. Yes,
you gotta sleep. You gotta sleep in there.
I'm gonna sleep.
Show you how cool I am with my decision. I'm gonna lay in the coffin and hang my toe out the coffin while I'm sleeping.
I'm comfortable with it.
All right. Would you rather look 10 years older from the neck up or 10 years older from the neck down? Neck up?
Silence.
Yeah.
Well, suppose it's all happening to you at once.
You are A and B.
Yeah, suppose you already ain't got no damn choice.
Well, which one would you rather if you had a choice?
Neck down.
Tom, neck down?
Yeah, neck down.
Junior, Steve.
Neck up.
You want to have that youthful face?
No. I'm going to be 10 years older in the face. Yeah, that's fine.
You want to have a youthful body.
Youthful body, older in the face.
Old in the face.
Yeah. Well, I'm already married, so she can't go nowhere.
Oh, yeah, they can.
Yeah, they can leave, Junior. You ain't been married that long. She ain't that attached to your ass.
Oh, wow. Oh.
Yeah, you know the one I like? I like a person go, damn, his old ass is fine.
Okay, all right.
I want to take my clothes off and go, damn, all right now. Come on, old man. All right now.
All right. Would you rather tell your partner, your spouse, your body count, or would you rather have a one-night stand with a stranger?
I think I'm going to have that one-night stand and have another body to count.
Yep.
Yeah.
We ain't discussing the count. We're going to increase the count.
That's it.
Add the one.
Yeah.
What?
Is it she?
As long as I can point at the stranger.
Okay, they won't be honest on that.
Good
All right,
time to
that's
lie.
today's.
I don't even know her.
Okay. That's today's round of Would You Rather. Coming up at 49 minutes after the hour, it is our last break of the day, and we'll have some close. We'll close out the show with the one and only Steve Harvey right after this.
Would you quit all that wheezing? Damn.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
911, what's your emergency?
He shot her. Oh my God.
It's a nightmare we could never have imagined.
And a killer who is still on the loose.
My small town rocked by murder.
There are certain murders I'm scared to discuss.
In the 1980s, we're in high school losing friends, teachers, and community members. One after another for a decade.
We weren't safe anywhere.
We're teenagers terrified to leave our own homes. Would we be next? Who is killing all the kids? And why?
In that moment, I saw rage.
And why do some want the town's secrets to stay dead and buried forever?
I'm not sure why you're digging up all this old stuff again, but I'd be careful. Don't say I didn't warn you, Nancy.
Listen to The Murder Years on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
All right, here we are, guys. Our last break of the day. And it's time to close out the show, Steve.
Shirley, how you doing?
I'm okay. I mean, you know what, Tommy? Thank you for asking. Everybody goes through stuff in life. You know, this is what I'm going through, you know, and I'm handling it the best way I can. I do the best I can every day, you know.
You feel more relieved though?
Well, yeah, and to a degree, I do, of course, you know, it's still not over. I still got to go through stuff, you know, but yeah, I do. I'm glad that I did what I did. You know, it is a relief when you talk about things. It's hard, you know, to be transparent and just put your life out there, you know, for the world to see. But, you know, everybody has something going on, you know, everybody does.
You know, but Shirley,
keep going forward and it gets better.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it does. Like I said, I do the best I can every day.
See,
yes,
the
Steve,
thing of it for me, and in closing, I'm going to say this too, because it is tough to be transparent. It is hard, man, to open yourself up, especially to the masses, because you have no idea where it's going to go. And we live in such a fallen world that it's a sad, sad truth that is some people will even try to capitalize on an apology, a demise, a downfall, or anything. But it's also good for us to take a look at what the love you have thinks and feels about you. And I think as we go through the email bag about our strawberry letter the other day, what we're finding is, oh my God, people were really, really happy to hear this. People were very, very supportive. Because see, all of us ever get for the most part is we hear the hate. Because as I've said so many times, hate is so much louder, but love is stronger. And when you open up yourself and you become, what's the word I'm looking for? Transparent. When you become transparent, you open yourself up to grow and you open yourself up to the love. Because when you do that, you invite the love to come in. See, you don't have to invite hate. Hate just comes. And it comes, man, and you be sitting there minding your business, doing your own thing, and here comes hate. But this was good for us as a morning show because it showed the level of family that we have. That you have to be forgiving. You have to understand that people are not perfect. Do you know if what you really thought and said was ever exposed publicly, do you know you wouldn't have no job? You wouldn't have no friends. You wouldn't have no marriage. You wouldn't have no relationship. You wouldn't have no family. Man, if what you said and what Shirley actually said, it really wasn't that bad. I'm telling you right now, it hasn't affected our friendship at all. I'm telling you that right now.
it was nothing. What do I care? And for me, like, I always try to find the upside to everything. These phone calls are old, over a year ago, and so now. But then, guess what? I just did a commercial a minute ago about Elevate You. Elevate You came out in January. I haven't really discussed all the health scares that I had last year, but I had a lot of health scares last year. A lot of them. I was out the country with them. I was wearing a heart monitor, man. I was going through some stuff y'all don't know. I'll expose that as I get more and more into Elevate You. But then Elevate You came out and became a successful product. And now I look at myself today, and right now, today, I'm in the best shape I've ever been in. But I don't care about that. See, the devil's job is to rob you of your destiny. And his timing, he don't care what it is. And he just keeps sending people for you. Y'all, he just keeps sending people for you. So whenever you're getting hated on, just understand the devil know what God got for you. And he sends people for you. Like I said yesterday, the devil don't come for those he got, but he does send the ones he has. And you learn a lot. And sometimes you got to find out who your friends are. Sometimes we got to peel back the onion so you can find out really what smells. It's a lot of things that God does in the middle of trial and tribulation and hardship. And what we have to do as people is we have to learn not to let the hardship win. Because like I've said 1,000 times, behind every moment of adversity, there is a lesson and a first woman been lied to. Y'all should have had y'all hands up in the air. If anybody, ain't you been lied to? I'm talking about on all levels. So, man, come on. And we appreciate the listeners who heard this and got supportive and then sending so much love on the email bag. And we just appreciate that. But we're going to keep on doing what we're doing. Now, we're going to turn this into some jokes? Yeah, because we're going to turn these lemons into lemonade. It really wasn't that bad. We're going to talk about Tommy and these pictures he be sending us all the time.
And we're going to talk about your wheezing ass. What?
Yeah, well, we already been talking about it. But, we'll find out more about our wheezing ass. We got Junior sitting over there with some issues right now.
Junior
on this Zoom
right now.
We got to make some decisions with Junior pretty soon.
Yeah,
we a family. We're gonna love each other.
We're gonna talk about Tommy that aftermarket Rolls Royce he drives.
Aftermarket car. You in trouble now, Junior.
We'll see y'all tomorrow. Steve Harvey Morning Show. We live and well, baby.
I'll whoop your ass.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
911, what's your emergency?
He shot her.
It's a nightmare we could never have imagined.
And a killer who is still on the loose.
In the 1980s, we're in high school losing friends, teachers, and community members.
We weren't safe anywhere.
Would we be next?
It was getting harder and harder to live in Mount Pine.
Listen to The Murder Years on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm comedian Gabby Watts, and I'm hosting a new history podcast called American Filth, where we're diving into the filthy underbelly of the good old US of A. I'll be talking about a founding father who died from a DIY catheter, the woman who wrote the dirtiest blues song ever recorded, how the Pilgrims smelled terrible, and of course, a 17th century bestiality panic. Listen to American Filth on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
On his new podcast, 6 Degrees with Kevin Bacon, join Kevin for inspiring conversations with his friends and fellow celebrities who are working to make a difference in the world, like actor Mark Ruffalo.
I found myself moving upstate in the middle of this fracking fight, and I'm trying to raise kids there, and my neighbor's willing to poison my water.
Listen to 6 Degrees with Kevin Bacon on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, Hallmark fans.
we have a new podcast just for you dedicated to all things Hallmark movies.
Come listen to me, Carrie, a published romance author and industry insider.
And me, Jenny, Carrie's best friend and a certified Hallmark junkie, as we dissect these movies in the Hallmark Junkies podcast.
Let's do Hallmark together because we know you're watching too. Sit back, relax, get your Hallmark on, and listen to the Hallmark Junkies podcast on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Merry Christmas!